Genre director of television and the big screen, Neil Marshall, was given a big boy budget for his third feature after proving himself a hot commodity in the horror world. His previous feature, The Descent, was a massive success with the fans as well as critically and commercially. So as it usually happens with up-and-comers who prove themselves, a studio was willing and ready to take a gamble on their promising talent. More often than not, after taking such a gamble, the talent decides to take that blessing and go hog wild. Said talent will typically take their childhood dream and put it on the screen, and Doomsday was no exception. It's a glorious hodgepodge of everything that Neil Marshall loves: genre insanity, horror movies, and the 1980s. It's all up there on the screen, you see, including Snake Plissken, only this time played by Rana Mitra sporting an extremely handy eavesdropping robotic eye under her patch, the band of marauders from Mad Max 2: The Road Warrior, or any Mad Max film for that matter, Romero-esque politics with matching zombie hordes, and a third act chock full of medieval mayhem for some reason. That's right. This movie has tanks, Mad Max cars, and horses. Its 3 acts wind up feeling like 3 different movies. One set in the modern world, the second set in a dystopian landscape, and the third set in a Scottish castle. The castle act features major foreshadowing to where Marshall would go in his career. It would prep him for his period piece work on Game of Thrones, as well as 2 of his own genre films, Centurion and The Reckoning. There are a few familiar faces in the cast this time around that Marshall had worked with before, including Emma Cleesby and Darren Morfin from Dog Soldiers. The film also stars a few cast members from The Descent, including Nora Jane Noon and Myanna Buring. Overall, Doomsday is a good time at the movies. It's pure popcorn entertainment featuring a solid cast including veterans Bob Hoskins and Malcolm McDowell. Upon its release, the film unfortunately underperformed at the box office and was widely misunderstood by audience members and critics alike. This is perhaps a case of a movie being ahead of its time. Marshall's films hold a comforting auteur quality that reward fans who respond to his particular style and share in his tastes. And what a fascinating career this guy has had, full of iconic peaks and controversial valleys. I put Doomsday in a specific category of films that could have been Escape from New York sequels, but weren't. Other titles in this subcategory are the Guy Pearce Homage Fest, Lockout, and John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars.